All right, so I'm here with Zoe. Zoe, how old are you?
33.
Are you originally from Arizona?
I am.
What part of Arizona?
Phoenix. Yeah, I lived out in Goodyear for a long time.
What's your current situation right now?
Right now, I'm living in hotels and I work on the streets.
So you're not homeless?
Not homeless. I live in hotels. I make sure I'm not homeless. You know. Yeah, I don't want to be on the streets. There's ways around it. If I'm going to make money like this, I'm going to have a roof over my head. You know.
And how dangerous is it out here doing the type
Very.
of work that you do?
Very, very dangerous. Yeah, very, very dangerous. It's scary sometimes.
Is it?
Yeah, you can get in the wrong car at any moment.
What's one of the worst things that's happened to you out here on the streets?
The scariest thing that happened to me was I got into this guy's van, and he went to the store real quick, and I looked back, and in the van there's a chair like mounted to the frame of his van,
Yeah.
and in the back seat he had like chains and ropes and tape and all kinds of weapons and stuff. Yeah, it looked like a very, very dangerous situation. Like he's done it before. You could tell that it was ready for that. You know what I mean? Ready to like tie me up or something. Yeah, that was pretty scary. I actually had to run away from that guy. I had to run. Yeah.
So you just took off from him?
Yeah. I got out of his car and took off.
Until you went inside the store and just ran out?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah. Yeah, I've been shot out here. Like, yeah. Sadly, with one of the guys I was dating, but yeah, he shot me.
You've been shot at, or you've actually
I got
been shot?
That's the exit one right there. Right there. It went in. Yeah, right there.
That's crazy.
And it went in right here. Right there. You can barely see. It was a 22.
With the 22?
Yeah, 22 Derringer, I think. Yeah.
Is that the only spot where he hit you?
Yeah, he was hugging me and he shot me behind my back. Yeah. So.
How did that go down?
Like I said, we were just hanging out and stuff, and then he gave me a hug and like this, and the gun was in his hand, and I didn't notice it was in his hand, and he shot me. I thought something exploded. I thought shrapnel hit my leg and bounced off my leg because I just felt it, the sting like that. Yeah, but it was he shot me.
Was the guy a trick out here?
He was just a stranger though. He wasn't, I wasn't too familiar with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you do after that? Did you report it to the cops or anything?
No, I didn't go to the cops or the hospital.
No?
No.
You didn't go to the hospital either?
It went through, so it went through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about
crazy.
it. Yeah, it happens,
So it happens. How often does it happen out here?
I mean, there's girls that get killed out here all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get when I lived in California. There was girls right where I lived. They were getting trapped up and rolled up in rugs. Right in the strip I walked on right there. I knew a couple of them.
Crazy.
6 of them got killed like that.
Where were you living at in California?
Orange County.
Orange County.
Yeah.
Do they have a blade out there in OC?
A blade? You mean like a strip?
Yeah, like a track?
A stroll? Yeah, it's called a stroll.
The stroll.
Yeah.
Well, it has a lot of names.
Does
has
it?
The blade.
I
the
never heard of
track,
blade, yeah.
The stroll.
I've heard of stroll, yeah.
Do they have a stroll out there?
Yeah.
Where is that located at? In
Santa
Orange
Ana
County?
on First Street and Lion. Yeah.
Okay.
By the
I
zoo.
thought it was like some. I think I heard like Ball Road or.
Beach and Ball. Beach and Ball. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's like the known one, but the actual strip, like stroll where
Yeah.
people go, you get the money is on First Street and like a Lion, or like by Tustin, between Tustin and Santa Ana. Yeah.
Okay.
By the 5 freeway.
How long were you living out there?
8.5 years.
8.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you were doing that all the time that you were out
I
there?
sold my photos. I sold my photos a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I worked out there a lot. I did a lot of escorting, just like where you just someone's company. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been in all like areas of the sex trade since I was like 15.
Since you were 15 years
Yeah.
old?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get into that at 15 years old?
It was my friend's cousin, and she was doing it on chat lines on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just started doing chat lines, and then she called in a date, and that was my first time I did it. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, I was scared. I was
were you
nervous.
Was it scary?
Sex has always been a tool in my life. You know what I mean? Sex is like I didn't start having sex for me till I was 22. Like then I started like checking out if I liked it or not. You know what I mean? But it's always been a tool. So I mean, I've always zoned out and just not physically been there. You know what I mean? Like mentally there, I'm not there. You know? So, man, it's been a long road though on it.
So how long have you said you've been doing it since 15? How long
So about
have you been
17
doing it?
years.
17 years?
In some way, shape, or form. Not always just walking the streets. I've like photos. I've done escorting. I've done, all kinds of little
Do you
areas.
regret it at all? Do you wish that you would have, like?
The only time I didn't like it is I was pregnant one time,
Yeah.
and I was homeless at the time, and I had to work, and I would try to hide my pregnancy till I was about 5 months. People started questioning it. 7 months long, people knew, and I just felt horrible. Like I hated myself for it, like having to work while I was
So
pregnant.
you were working while you were pregnant?
Yeah, I was pregnant with my ex-boyfriend. I left him because he was getting abusive, and then I started having to work to support myself, keep a roof over my
crazy,
head,
man.
keep us fed. Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, that's the worst time. Yeah.
That's insane. Where's your kid at now?
Oh, I did adoption with her. Her and her older brother. I did adoption with a great family in California through a private agency. Yeah.
That's good. So they're doing good right now?
Oh, they're doing great. They're together. They're having a great life.
Talk to them?
It's an open adoption, but I just get photos right now. They're young still, so they're only like 6 and 5 or 6 and 4, I think. Yeah, so they're still young. Yeah, but it's amazing. It's a beautiful moment giving them a family, you know. So I don't regret it at all.
That's good, man. What's more dangerous? Is it more dangerous out there in California, or is it more dangerous here?
That's a good question, because everybody tells me that California is like the lion's den. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's much more dangerous, because everything's dangerous. You can get it in the wrong car at any time. Yeah. I think, but it's more profitable out there because your money's your community. You know what I mean? So let's say out of 100 people, like 3 to 5 people are going to stop and actually hit you up for a date. So if there's only so many people in your area, you know, you get less money because there's not enough, you know, to go around. Pretty much, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So you don't get as much money out here like you would out there. So. What
about like the police? Do they?
I've honestly never have, knock on something legit. I've never been harassed by the police. I've doing this never once.
And not out here either?
Never, no. Not here or California. But I'm discreet. Like, I try to be dressed a little more normal. Like, the girls out here walk around in their panties, and I'm like this. If you're selling watermelons and you let him get a taste of it and he already had 2/3 of that watermelon, he's not going to buy that last third of the watermelon. You know what I mean? So you got to give him something to want to buy. You know, when you're walking around naked, they're not going to have anything to purchase at that point. Yeah, they already, this is a taste. You don't got to get them everything yet at once. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
And what about substances? Do you mess with any substances?
On and off. Not always, but I don't ever party with strangers or nothing like that. I don't ever get high with strangers. I wait till I go home or when I'm in my room or something, and then I do it privately. So, because they look at you differently when they know you get high, or if they know you do get high, they treat you differently. And I'm not there to party. I'm there to work. Like, I call this a job. Like, when I tell people I'm leaving, I'm going to work. Okay, see you guys in a couple hours. You know.
What do you think about legalizing this type of work?
I think they should, absolutely. They legalized stripping. You have to have an erotic entertainer's license to be a stripper. I dance too. I used to be a dancer. So, yeah, you have to have a license. So why not license? You know what I mean?
Do you think it'll make it safer out here for the girls?
Only when it comes to the legal issues. Not necessarily safer. I mean, like I said, you can get in the wrong car at any moment. You don't know how people are. Yeah. You know, people out here we're vulnerable out here, you know? I keep a knife, pepper spray, and a taser on me. Yeah.
Have you ever had to use them?
There was another incident where this guy locked me in his van to another van incident. It looked like a nice younger guy. He was in a family van and stuff, and he kept trying to tell me about, I got a credit card. I was like, you can't buy with a credit card. You know what I mean? And he locked me in his van and wouldn't let me out. And I said, look, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to you. I want to leave now. Let me out of your car. And he kept saying, well, no, you need to understand. I said, I want to go now. And I had to literally as soon as he let me go, I was ran. Couldn't catch my breath. Yeah, it was scary. Yeah, there's been a few instances, but I've never had to use my knife and stuff, or I prefer to go with pepper spray first, because I would rather pepper spray someone before I want to stab them. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about realistically what you're gonna do in that situation. Yeah, so that's why I got pepper spray, a taser, and then my knife. So, but have I ever used it? No.
How was your childhood growing up?
I was sexually abused as a kid.
Were you?
Yeah.
At what age did that start?
4. 4? Yeah, I only have a couple times, but yeah, I was 4 or 5.
Was it by a family member or
Yeah.
just?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It happens.
Sorry to hear that.
It happens to people.
Yeah.
That's just my life. It's not detrimental to me.
Did the person that was doing it actually get caught up for it?
No, it was my father, and he was out of state. He was in Michigan, and my mom was in Arizona. She had trouble pressing charges over the state lines.
How common is it that working girls out here
come
from that kind of background?
Oh, 90% of them.
90% of them?
If not more, yeah. It's not all of us. Yeah, some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because out here you get raped and stuff too. They think just because you don't get raped, but yeah, when you say no means no. But guys will still pressure you and be aggressive, and it gets scary. Like I said, guys get really aggressive because they think like I said, you're alone, you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it gets a little rough.
If we have any younger viewers and they're watching this interview and they're thinking about trying substances or running the streets or even doing the type of work that you do, what kind of advice would you give them?
There's other ways to make money. I fell into this because of life circumstances, and this isn't my choice. I didn't want to say I want to be one day. Just, things happen, and I had to make money real quick, and then I got addicted to things. Like when I got shot, I started smoking, and Like I wish I would have never done that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then it could be then I had to start feeling that addiction and stuff like that. So it was just one thing or another, like. And then when you get caught up in your addiction, you don't get to go to your appointments. You don't go get your ID like you're supposed to and get your birth certificate like you're supposed to, get a job like you're supposed to, because time just fucking, you know, it starts to run together. So you lose your days. It's not worth it. Yeah, I've been trying to get out of this for years. I actually I stopped for a year and a half, and then my mother and grandmother died, and now I'm back on the streets. So now I'm back into this. So, and this was just like a month ago. I stopped for a year and a half.
Have you ever held like a regular 9 to 5?
This is my 9 to 5. Like I said, I think of this as a job. I tell people I'm going to work, so I feel stable.
So you've never worked at a Walmart or a
I've
fast
had,
food
yeah,
place or anything
yeah.
like
I've worked
that?
at a few places. I worked at warehouses like UPS. I worked at Ross. I worked at telemarketing places and stuff like that. But like I said, when your life gets abruptly just switched up on you, what are you gonna do? It takes a minute to go out and look for a job. My car broke down, so now I don't have a car. Now I don't have, you know. So it's just it's an ongoing cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I stopped for a year and a half. I tried to do really well, and about a month ago, my options ran out, or the options I gave myself ran out. You know what I mean? So give yourself better options. Yeah, it's up to you, you know.
All right, well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me putting this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, no problem.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any social media that you want to share?
I honestly don't.
An email or anything like that?
No, because it all goes to my private information, my personal stuff.
Okay.
If they want to reach out, they can reach out to you. Maybe you'll see me again.
All right. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye.